Hi everyone, hope you're all having a really good weekend. I'm just doing a quick video to do a review of the Mulberry Alexa that's come into stock, the new style that's just recently being released from Mulberry. I'm not great at doing reviews, and also I'm terrible at editing videos and even just taking these blogs and videos and stuff. So this is just on my phone, so ignore maybe the quality, both video and sound, and I'll just do my best. So I did a post the other day and I said, who wants to see me review the Alexa, and a lot of you said yes. Personally, Alexa, in terms of the style, it's not my favourite, but yeah, I'll give it a go. So unfortunately I don't have one of the older style Alexas in stock at the moment. I did, but I sold it earlier in the week, so that's a bit annoying. So I'll just have to do the review based on this one without a comparison to the other one. So this one that's in stock today, I'll move it back a wee bit. So this is the standard size. There is also a mini. This one is just the regular size. It's black in colour, and what I would say is the leather's amazing. It's called heavy grain, and yeah, I've not seen many Mulberry bags with leather quite like it. So big fan of that. Obviously I haven't used this particular leather, so I'm not entirely sure how it wears, but it seems quite durable and quite resilient, compared to, the likes of natural leather that, scuffs super easy. This one seems fairly durable. Obviously, compared to the soft buffalo leather, which is the main leather type that the old Alexa was made in, it's a lot less slouchy. So this is stuffed with just the typical stuffing you get from Mulberry, which is acid-free tissue type paper. But even without that inside it, it's quite structured. So not slouchy at all. One of the other main differences you'll see compared to the other Alexa is the handle. So I guess the other Alexa, in terms of the material, it was just softer and a bit closer in terms of the links. The rivets are different too. If I can zoom right in, well, I'm not sure, that's not really focusing, is it? Anyway, the rivets are a bit different. Postman's lock, the slightly different font and the slightly different branding that Johnny Coco introduced a good few years ago now is present on the Mulberry lock, and the same hardware on the end of each strap. So that's the hardware. This one is, you know what, I struggle sometimes telling the difference between gold and silver, but this one's silver. I was just thinking there. Yeah, this one's got silver hardware. Some of the new colours that are out are actually really lovely. I can't remember off the top of my head what there is, but there's a bright pink, and I think there was a bright yellow colour as well, which I think was pretty popular, and some of the colours have already sold out instantly online at Mulberry. I think the black's still available. But yeah, it seems to be pretty popular, given the absence it's had for a good few years since the original versions were released. So I'll just open it up, show you the inside as well. So underneath the flap is actually leather too, which on the old version and a lot of bags is not really that common. Inside, I'll not pull everything out, but in the inside, suede. So nice suede interior, whereas the old soft buffalo ones, and even the other kind of leathers that you would get the Alexa in previously, had that tree-lined material interior, whereas this is suede. So that's nice. What I would say is it seems pretty high quality. The leather seems really nice. In terms of the stitching and inking and stuff, sometimes you pick up a Mulberry bag and it doesn't look great, whereas this one, pretty impressive. What I would say though is, sorry, one of the bits of plastic has come off, never mind. What I would say is though, so this one retails at £1,095, so it's pretty steep. Probably not a bag to go for if you're brand new to Mulberry and you think, oh, I wonder if I'll like that, because it's quite a lot of money to spend on something you may or may not like. But yeah, going forward, I have got one of these in really quickly, considering they were launched basically last month or whenever it was. Typically you don't see them show up in the pre-loved market until a little bit further down the line. or even if they are, you know, they're maybe few and far between. But yeah, pretty hefty price tag. And another thing I would say is it's a little heavier. So, you know, typically the Bayswater bags, you think, right, that's a heavy bag. It's not for some people, and it's obviously, Bayswaters aren't crossbody, so that puts a lot of people off. Alexas traditionally in the soft buffalo were super light, so you could carry it with hardly anything in it, and it wouldn't bother you at all, crossbody or just in your hand. This one, it's just stuffed with tissue paper, so it doesn't really weigh anything. So this is essentially empty, and it's still quite heavy. It does have the crossbody strap. I'll take kind of a selfie in a sec, but I'm not going to put the strap on because the strap's all wrapped up, just because it's still new and it's unused. I don't want to unravel that, but I'll take a quick selfie and show you just for size. But it is quite heavy, so, you know, for those people who maybe think, oh, the size is great, I can get like a brolly and a bottle of water and the other heavy stuff it's all the stuff I carry in my bags that makes it about 10 kilos. All that stuff would make it quite heavy. So again, if you like to carry kind of a lighter bag, or you have shoulder issues or something, maybe not the bag for you. Right, I'll lift this up and I'll just go to my my mirror, and I'll just kind of hold it and do a bit of a selfie. Right, now I need to figure out how to turn this around. Okay, that's not happening. So I literally might have to just completely turn the camera around and show you that way. Yes, that's working. It just looks a bit weird. Yeah, so size-wise, I mean, this is completely stuffed, so it's probably going to have a little bit more of a slouch when there's not like the stuffing in it. But yeah, I would say, although the regular size, you get quite a lot in this bag. It's not a small bag. There is the mini. If you prefer smaller bags, definitely go for the mini, which is also fairly pricey. But yeah, that's just it for size. You can get this in the crook of your arm, so yeah, so that's it in the crook of your arm. Not a small bag, not huge. So for people who want, big totes like Neverfulls or Bayswaters, etc. Also not quite that size, but kind of a middle ground. So as I said, yeah, I'm not going to put the strap on just because it's all wrapped up and still new. But yeah, here it is. I know a lot of people have been considering buying it and are quite, maybe a little bit undecided, just given the price tag and whether they'll like it or not. But Mulberry online, you can always order it, and they take returns and things. So yeah, it might be worth doing that. Or if you have a local Mulberry store, or I've got right, let me turn this around. Sorry. Yeah, we've got in Aberdeen, we've got John Lewis, and John Lewis got a concession, Mulberry concession, which I didn't even realise until about 9 months later. But anyway, they've got one. They don't have Alexas in at the moment because I asked the other week, but they said they'll get them soon. So I imagine they actually said they were the last people in the UK to get the Alexa in terms of like Mulberry concessions and stores. So pretty much I'm sure everywhere else has got one. So yeah, maybe worth popping down and having a look at it, trying it on, maybe just being conscious of the weight and things. But yeah, so in terms of my verdict, as I said, I was never a huge fan of the Alexa. I did have an old soft buffalo once in oak, which I used for holiday, and it was good. Just because on holiday you do so much walking and things, having a crossbody bag is just quite handy and quite helpful. So I used it for that, but then I think I sold it just because kind of aesthetic wise, it's just maybe not my preference. And I'm in and out of my handbag a lot with, everything, and the clasp I just find a little bit fiddly and a little bit annoying. But for those people who, love the Alexa, I think you'll love this. Leather type, slightly different features, just maybe the weight that's a bit of the weight and the price, maybe a bit of a downfall. But yeah, other than that, I think great for Alexa lovers. Anyway, thanks for watching if you made it to the end. And yeah, as I said, I don't often do reviews like this, so I hope that was helpful. And yeah, got any questions or queries, then yep, DM me or give me a shout.